So if Hasbro's not going to do it, I guess sooner or later it was going to happen. And now we have a big reveal today. It's the reveal of the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom, potentially Golden Disc Collection. We don't know where this belongs yet, potentially Wave 4 of Kingdom. But the deluxe class Slammer, aka Weaponizer Slammer. This was a piece of news that we discussed about back in late June. It was a JT Prime 17 listing. It led to a whole bunch of speculation of, oh, we're going to be getting a white repaint of potentially Warpath from the Kingdom line. That was not the case. There was also speculation that it might be a straight up Brunt repaint from the Siege Brunt character. This kind of was pretty much spawned from the fact that back in 2017, 2018, Sakamoto did a Transformers Legends manga, and the Metro Tank character, aka Slammer, was depicted as a repaint of the Siege Deluxe Class Brunt, which oddly enough would then become the IDW Centurion droid with Generation Selects. But that's here nor there. For people that aren't familiar with what we're talking about today in terms of the character, Autobot Slammer was the tank character that was included with your original Metroplex figure. Had very limited character development and or storytelling and fictional depictions. He pretty much had his original 1986 version that was packed in with Metroplex. And then later on when the, I guess, loosely, when the Metroplex Titan class figure came out, the Japanese packaging said that his wrist, I think it was his left wrist turret, was repurposed as Slammer. Like, oh, Slammer is part of his turret now on his wrist. Because, to be fair, Slammer, what he really was in the original 1986 toy, while he did transform into a little tank and stuff, he pegged onto Metroplex as kind of a pseudo tower cannon thing. And that was it. Now, we fast forward to today, and like I said, we had that news of the listing that originally showed up, and then I would have to say a week or two after that in July, Hasbro, be it accidental or purposeful, posted a whole bunch of box art images on their website, along with a whole bunch of little story and stuff like that, which we'll get into in a moment. But it was marketing material, supposedly, and that was that. You know, we got to see pretty much Shadow Panther, Tigatron, Slammer, and Waspinator, and leave it to the people at Hasbro to kind of not talk about these products, despite having a platform to do so. And they let the rest of the world, specifically the factory stolen individuals, do the work for them, be it good or bad. And that's not how it's supposed to be done. But either way, so we finally got to look at Slammer. Here it is today. And essentially, it's not a repaint, retool of anything, at least to any of our knowledge. It looks like it's going to be a weaponizer, and that also comes from the marketing material that leaked out by Hasbro. And he looks pretty good. I like the nice little chain gun turrets on his feet. He clearly transforms into a tank. He has a very, dare I say, Auto Trooper kind of look to him just in the color scheme, but I don't know if that's intentional. But the marketing material that Hasbro put out stated that he's a combat drone and that he's a weaponizer and that he transforms into a tank and a tower. So there's also a little bit of a modulator kind of gimmick going on there too, potentially, which is exciting for me because I love those modulators and those little Micromaster bases. And it also had a mention here that Slammer has a message from himself in the future saying he's part of something larger, implying that of Metroplex. Now, this also falls in line with the rumors that the next Titan class that we will be getting for the Transformers Legacy Evolution line will be a, quote, Cybertron Metroplex. Now, what that means is it could be the 2005-2006 Cybertron interpretation of Megalo Convoy, aka Galaxy Force Metroplex, whatever you want to call it really at this point, just to avoid confusion. Or it could be a Cybertronian War for Cybertron based Metroplex, or it could just be a different way to call Metroplex, but still give him his more traditional white and black G1 1986 counterpart. We shall see, but here we have it. Now we know at least what Slammer looks like. And I mean, the last thing I really want to say about this is my disappointment in how Hasbro handled all 4 of these figures. The Shadow Panther, the Waspinator, the Tigatron, and now here Slammer. They have multiple opportunities. I mean, let's be real, these Fan First Fridays, they're not exactly super high production budget things. They get the designers, they get the marketers, they get whoever to sit in front of a camera, a pretty kind of meh webcam on top of that. They're not mic'd up, very basic audio just coming from the webcam, and they just shoot from the hip and they talk about the product. And that's that. Is it so tough in Evan's busy day, in Ben's busy day, whoever they're going to use? I don't know, whoever it is. I don't want to poke fun at Ben anymore. I feel like I've already ruined this guy's life enough as it is. But the point is that is it so tough to not get an individual? Send them a couple screenshots. You don't have to send them the prototype. You don't have to send them the test shot. They don't even have to have it in hand. Send it to somebody and just tell them, here's the screenshots. Talk about it. Do a Transformer Tuesday. If these things, look, the last Fan First Friday, while the actual footage itself was, what, like 30 minutes, it was really only 20 minutes. Is it so tough to send people a couple of slides and just go, hey, here's the product, here's the name, just read it up, get a copywriter or whatever just to write up a little thing that they're going to read off of their prompter anyways, and just put it out there. That way we see official images of the products, we could get hyped about it, and that would be that. But that's not the case. The only argument that I could give in their favor, and this is the only argument that I could give, is that recently when they reveal product, they like to have it have synergy with the Hasbro Pulse website. So it's like, hey, this is Slammer. Now you could pre-order it on Hasbro Pulse. The only argument I could give, I guess, is the product is not available yet, probably from the factories, to then be able to put out those pre-orders. But that's just it. They're pre-orders. So I don't understand even then, and again, I'm trying to find their logic here, but if it's going to be pre-orders, you don't have to worry about the product being ready yet. It's coming. It's on its way. It's not like you're doing the talk on a Transformer Tuesday or Fan First Friday. It shows up on Hasbro Pulse, and that product has to be ready to go. No, it could be a pre-order like you've done in the past with every Commander class and everything up to this point, and just, hey, you're going to get this product in 4 to 6 months. That's just how it is. And the big criticism that a lot of fans have had is they pre-order through Hasbro Pulse and the product shows up actually in stores way before even Hasbro Pulse does. So, I mean, look, it is what it is. I just want to kind of like get that off my chest, is that they really got to step it up, because now the 4th of this collection has been leaked, has been shown online, and during that period of time we had one Fan First Friday, and now we had another one, and now we have the HasCon one coming up, and the HasCon one is going to be in October, which means that how much more stuff is going to be leaked out before even the HasCon thing happens, and we're gonna have nothing as a surprise. Guys, look, I don't want to knock you, but it's not tough to put out these segments. I see the quality of their stuff. It's not tough. They work in that industry. They should have some kind of knowledge of it, and they have a simple Logitech barely HD camera that they use for these pre-recorded Fan First Fridays. You could put something else, like just literally take like 2 hours out of your day and just record something, edit it together, and put it out there. And if you can't, well, I guess, despite the fact that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, they can't afford, literally 15 minutes out of their time to put something together to keep their audience interested. But that's a whole other story. Anyways, let me know what you think about Slammer. He looks pretty hype, but would have liked to see official images from Hasbro.